The Chicago Bears are streaking, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. 4-game winning streak. Defense absolutely dominating. And this run game looks awfully familiar to run games we used to be used to here back in the day. It's the Brick by Brick After Show. We're talking about it all here, starting right now. We're here on the Brick by Brick After Show, the Brick by Brick Party, as the Bears keep rolling along. 4 in a row. I am your host, Greg Braggs Jr. Alongside me, as always, is Jerry Azumah and Lance L. Boogie Briggs. We are here having some fun. Bears continue to find ways to win, gentlemen.
Eating dubs.
It's a happy place. Jameis Winston style.
Eating dubs.
Eating dubs, bat to A.
B to A.
B to A.
There it is right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Oh, poor Ultimate Warrior. Oh, poor Ultimate Warrior. But no, I mean, it really is. It's a physical brand of football, guys.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Lance, I mean, it's got to be something that, I mean, we're all, anybody that grew up watching the Bears here over the last 40 years, we're used to tough defense
That's
right.
and running the football, and that's
Yeah,
what we
let's
got today.
go.
You know what I mean, man? Where's my man? Where mine?
Tremaine.
Tremaine Edmunds, baby. That's what I
Everywhere.
mean. Everywhere. You know what I
Picking
mean?
the ball off. Tackles
Listen,
for losses.
he's all over the place. He's playing the way that a
Insane.
Chicago linebacker needs to play. And I'm not saying that, listen, TJ Edwards had a good game too, but man is all over the place.
that man.
Come on, man.
He's that man.
Yeah, I mean, this has really trickled over from a really strong training camp from Tremaine Edmunds, and it really feels like he just fits with Dennis Allen. And for whatever reason, you know, whatever you want to point to the last few years with Matt Eberflus and what he's done here in Chicago, you know, Tremaine just wasn't finding the plays that he's making now. And so, you know, it just feels like this fit with Dennis Allen and what he's asking him to do.
No, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
Get him right.
Listen, you know, Bobby Wagner's been to played on 3 different teams. He's played on 3 different teams. Played in Seattle, he's played in L.A., and he's now playing for the Washington Commanders. He's played at a high level in 3 different systems and he probably played in more systems than that when just Seattle. It is not an excuse that your game tops off or lags because you're playing for this coach or that coach. Nothing changes from you running to the ball and making plays.
That's right.
If you're a playmaker, a playmaker makes plays.
Yep.
I'm glad that he's doing it. He should have been doing it before, but I'm glad he's doing it now.
He's doing it now, and the Brick by Brick After Show is always proudly presented by Empire Today. Make sure you're hitting up Empire Today for all your flooring needs, and CHGO listeners can receive a $350 discount when using the promo code CHGO. Thank you to Empire Today, as always here. So, I mean, Jerry, you're former running back.
Yes.
Over 200
The trenches,
yards rushing.
baby.
I mean, over 200 yards rushing today. DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monungai with that
1-2
offensive line in
punch.
front of them were balling out.
I'll tell you what. I mean, they were staying with the run. Stay consistent with the run. You know, you could pass the ball all over the place, and obviously we have weapons all over the place when it comes to wide receiver, but the run is where you earn everything, you know? So it's the trenches, and it starts up there. The offensive line, the blocking and the scheming that they were doing up front, I mean, the double team blocks, moving up to the second to the second line to the linebackers, and then opening up these huge holes for these running backs. Thing of beauty. And the running backs were running downhill, and like we said before, the more that you do that, the better off you're going to be, you know? And they stuck with it. They could have easily gotten away from the run, but always stick with the run, wear these people down, and, present your dominance up front. They did that.
You control the clock. Like, you control the game. If you can run the ball, you extend drives, you keep them on the ball, you keep the clock running. While you're keeping the clock running and you're taking the ball down, driving the ball down the field and getting points out of it, not only are you getting points, but you're absolutely controlling the clock. And those that typically control the clock are the ones that typically win.
Wearing down that defense also. The defense is not like a team that is constantly running right at them.
Yeah.
And then once they start to go and they get that momentum, then it becomes very difficult to stop. So it was really good to see that the Bears basically put everything together and say, you know what, we're going to stay with the run, we're going to stick with the run, and just keep it going. Lance over here, my goodness. My goodness.
Tried to hold it in.
Put this in the nostril.
Sorry.
My
okay.
goodness.
His new nickname is Sniffles.
Need some spray. My goodness.
Oh,
About to beat to A my nose.
Man,
All right, here we go.
We're here with Zoom and Sniffles.
better out than in, I guess.
Breaking down a big-time Bears win. It's a lot of fun, right, Bears fans? I mean, you got to enjoy this 4-game winning streak. Big game coming up next week on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. Still a lot to clean up. Obviously, offensively, you had some pre-snap issues, some snapping issues themselves. Caleb Williams didn't have his best day by any means, and so I know those are going to be big points of emphasis going into this week and prepping for the Ravens. But today is all about the defense, right? I mean, we can talk about the run game too, for sure.
Run game.
Defense and run game. But flipping it back to the defense, 4 turnovers today.
Takeaways.
Beautiful.
4 straight thank you.
Take the ball
takeaways,
away.
not turnovers. 4 takeaways today.
Yep.
4 straight games where they've had 3 takeaways or more.
Yep.
Are they what, plus 11 right now?
15.
Something like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure where we're at.
Yeah.
What I do know though is one area where we were really lacking was in the sack category. And pressures, and we got after him today.
Yeah.
Sweat showed up.
Early.
Oh, my goodness, right away. Tackle for losses, congestion
Forced
up the
fumbles,
middle,
yep.
The
forced fumble,
Forced
sacks.
Sack fumble, yeah.
Love it. This is what we want to see. We've been waiting a long time to see this.
We've been paying a lot of money to see this.
Yeah. And it's here.
Well, we didn't pay, but you know what I mean.
They did.
Right.
No, I mean, we have been waiting for this, and it's great to see. I mean, they're doing – I mean, it's the highest – the defensive lines – I mean, they put, I think, the 5th most money in the NFL into a defensive line of any team. So at some point, the rubber's got to meet the road. These guys got to step up, and you're seeing it, and so it's exciting. I think the biggest thing, I don't know how much you keyed in on how they're moving guys around on the defensive line, but you're seeing Shamar Turner play the inside and outside. Andrew Billings, last couple games certainly has made a big impact. You're seeing a guy like that, right? You talk so much about Tremaine Edmunds, but a guy like Andrew Billings is going to open up so many opportunities for Tremaine Edmunds to hunt, right?
Well, I see it. I see it in different ways. If that offensive line, if they're staying on our double teams, they're staying on their double teams, locked in on our double teams, then the linebacker should be rolling downhill, playing behind the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
If they come off of those double teams, then Billings should be in the backfield making the play. It is a team sport. It all works together, and I don't believe that the defensive linemen are there to keep blockers off of the linebackers. It's our job to take the double teams off of them. But all of us, the start of defense is the defense. So if we're all getting downhill and we're all working toward that ball, it could be Jerry's number that play, or it could be my number, or it could be Billings or whomever. But we got to play it. We got to play downhill. Everybody got to believe that they're going to make the play on that.
I also think that with Gordon coming back,
Yeah.
we were able to run some different packages as well. So credit to like the defensive coordinator, with just scheming up certain things, because I feel like now he's starting to figure out what everybody's strength is, and he was able to finally get Gordon back, which is good. And he was putting everybody up front.
Yep.
And just had everyone guessing pretty much of who's going to be coming, So they were able to get pressured that way. They won their one-on-one matchups, which is really big.
Yeah.
I mean, because in the NFL, you have to win one-on-one matchups. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Winning those one-on-one matchups. And then for me personally, the secondary. the corners got up on those wide receivers and started mugging them, and that's what I want to see. I don't want to see guys play off all the time. I want to see guys challenge these wide receivers because these wide receivers are just way too good in the NFL for free releases.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get up there, bump them off, mess up the timing, and it all works together. It starts up front, and then if you have a really strong up front that's creating pressure, the back end always eats.
The one thing when you play against young quarterbacks, a lot of times you want to confuse them. You want to bring a lot of pressure. You want to make them think fast because young quarterbacks will make mistakes. They'll make bad decisions, you know. And so you saw a lot of pressure today, whether it was from the 4-man or 5-man or 6-man, and you had a lot of press in coverage. You know, this means that now the quarterback has to, you know, he has to make a decision fast, and he may not be able to go to who he wants right now because they're getting choked out right now. So it plays to the defense's strengths.
Yeah, 4 sacks on the day. They could have definitely had more.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they were hawking around the quarterback and applying that pressure. 4 turnovers on the day. They could have had more.
Yep.
The way they're flying around the
Takeaways.
football. For a lot of Bears fans who just only want to talk about Caleb Williams, only talk about like 40 points and air raid touchdown offense and all that. It's become kind of a tradition here in the studio. I sit on the other side so I can like really isolate and watch the game and dial in, and that's the best for me and my ADHD. I got to be able to dial in. Plus, I'm nervous. But I'll tell you what, from the other side of the studio, you could hear Lance Briggs. Like, Lance, you were as fired up for this game. For anybody that was like, oh, they won ugly, this felt like a loss because this, that, and the other. You were as fired up for this game today, just from the other side of the studio with some of the plays they were making. Am I reading this correctly? Because I was hearing you screaming at different points.
You were screaming?
Listen.
You were.
Screaming?
I can hear you from the other side of the studio.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. Yeah, right. Listen, I come from a keyword crew, okay? I wouldn't say it was screaming, okay?
Let's hear the scream.
I was using my outside voice. That sounds
better.
I was very excited,
that sounds
all
better.
right? Defense was making plays.
When Tremaine got that sack in the backfield, I heard you. And then when you got the pick, I heard you.
Was it a scream? Did you hear a scream?
No. Let's stick to what it was.
You're a screamer?
You need to stop it. I use my outside voice, okay? Yep, just
outside
like that
voice,
in football.
Okay.
Right? And I get excited when the Bears are making plays. Like, we all do.
Yeah,
We all
we
do.
should.
Right, we all do.
We're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Don't
No.
let him bully you about the screaming thing.
He mentioned screaming.
You guys need to stop it.
Screaming was mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, it was rightfully so, though. I mean, you just watch this team front to back just really have a dominant performance, and it's a breath of fresh air, honestly. I mean, we've been waiting for this. They start 0-2 on the year, and this coaching staff has really just – encouraged this team in a way that's found a way to a 4-game winning streak, Jerry. I mean, that's
opening things up.
That's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah, they're opening up things. Offensively, they still have some things that they need to clean up. Like pre-snap penalties is one of the worst things that you can do.
You have 100% control of that.
Yeah, you have control over that, and we keep on here we are in week 7 now. We should not be going over pre-snap penalties like this.
No doubt.
I mean, fall starts. I mean, we have to clear.
We need to get a pre-snap coach. We obviously need a pre-snap coach now. Somebody's got to pay.
What is the issue there? What is the problem with that? Yeah. How come there are so many pre-snap penalties?
10 more penalties today.
10 penalties? That's ridiculous.
They get 10 a game.
Look, the thing is, too, is that, this team really isn't that great, but once we start playing really good teams, we cannot be shooting ourselves in the foot like
Correct.
This is ridiculous. I mean, pre-snap penalties should not be happening. This is a pro organization.
Yep.
These are pro guys. They know what to do, but they're going out there and they're creating all these penalties pre-snap. It should not be happening. We need to clean that thing up immediately.
Well, one of those pre-snap penalties actually saved the leader of this team in Ben Johnson, and we're going to talk about that here when we come back from the break. So make sure you hit the like button while you're hanging out here on the Brick by Brick After Show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate all of you. But yes, the penalties were definitely a thorn in the side, but one penalty in particular saved Ben Johnson, and we'll talk to you about that in the Foreman review here coming up next. But first, want to give a shout out to our friends over at Mando. Mando, hey, listen, fall's here, crisp air, football, maybe a bonfire or two. But if you're like most guys, you're still putting in the hard work. And yes, that means sweat. So don't let body odor sideline you, Lance Briggs. You know that feeling. It's game day, and you've been working hard all week. Your lucky jersey might be smelling a little too lucky. Let's be honest, regular deodorant just doesn't cut it after a long day. But there's a real game changer, and that's Mando Deodorant plus sweat control. This isn't just another cover-up. Mando is one stick, two jobs, powerful odor, and sweat control. So shop Mando at SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and say hello to long-lasting freshness. And, of course, want to give another shout-out here to our friends over at Monarch Money. Monarch Money has really been helping me out, guys. I just recently bought a car. I crashed my – yeah, thank you. I crashed my other one.
It's because we were on a two-game losing streak.
Yeah, and so exactly. And
Crashing whips.
Then I crashed the car, and since then, the Bears have been on a 4-game winning streak. So shout out to me crashing my car, and shout out to our friends at Monarch Money. They help you get organized and confident in your finances, and it's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean interface on your laptop or your phone. And right now, just for our listeners, Monarch is offering 50% off your first year. They really just help itemize everything, all your investments, everything that you need in front of you. They get it organized. They get you up to speed. So don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code CHGO at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's right. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code CHGO. And we really appreciate their support always. All right, we're back here doing the Brick by Brick after show, doing the 4-game shuffle. Shout out to Sarah running the 1s and 2s here in the background. We appreciate everybody tuned in.
Goodness.
We've already leveled out here, but now we got to move on to the Foreman review because I teased it here, before the break. But 10 penalties on the game, 1 penalty though. So again, back to Briggs screaming in the studio.
Screaming?
Exaggeration.
The loudest scream I heard all day. The loudest scream. Bless you.
Oh my
Sniffles.
goodness.
Was on board.
Sniffles and screaming.
I'm allergic to lies.
Sniffles and screaming. That's what it's been here at the CHGO Sports Studios. But on the 4th down, the Bears had 4th and goal on the goal line to really try to either take a 2-score lead to go up 9 with the field goal or go for it and get the touchdown. And Ben Johnson opted to go for it on 4th down, and a false start saved them because they botched the snap, and Drew Dahlman kind of stuttered on his snap. So
Weird.
They ended up saving the
Right.
play, and Lance on the other side, you were furious when that.
Did he scream?
He was screaming.
Here we go. I'm about to sneeze again because more lies. It was the luckiest thing that could have possibly happened.
Right.
In that situation. And then, we kind of went back and forth and said, hey, what would you guys do? And most of the room said they're going to kick. Hogue said, I'm going for it. Okay? So then when they moved back and they kicked it, I said, how many people say you would want to go for it? And everybody said kick. Hogue said kick now. All right? We should have done that in the first place.
Right.
Get the points.
No, I mean, I'm with you. Before they even lined up on 4th and goal, as soon as that you knew that was going to be the decision, I was like, kick the field goal. You have an opportunity to go up 2 scores. You haven't snapped the ball cleanly all game.
Yeah.
The quarterback had played erratic to that point. Yes, your running game had been dominant, but it was, to me, you have to feel the game in that moment.
Yes.
And the Saints are hanging on by a thread. They're still in the game.
They're still there.
And you have a chance to push them back to a 2-score deficit.
Yeah.
And,
take the points.
And everything's been messy all day. The worst thing that can happen is you give them not
life.
They had already
Give them
had
life.
new life.
Yeah.
Now you're giving them like dreams of actually beating you
Right.
if they don't get that false start.
Fantasies.
Ben got very, very lucky in that moment.
He did, but that's who Ben is. Ben is the type of guy that's going to gamble a little bit, especially on fourth down. You know, so I'm not really mad at him going for it. I understand that, and that's what he's going to try to do. But what I'm really mad at are obviously the penalties, but just the exchange between the quarterback and the center. Like, that wasn't really smooth, you know, a couple of times during the day also. So there's a lot of things that they have to clean up, obviously, to get to where they have to get to. But these type of mistakes should not be happening this deep into the season right now.
So I agree with Lance in saying I would have kicked the field goal, that's 100% the truth. But where I agree with you is, at the end of the day, we all begged for Ben Johnson.
That's right.
And I know,
We know what we're gonna get from
I
him.
did.
Yeah.
And he's here, and he's going to go for it in a lot of those situations.
Exactly. That's who he is.
So you're going to take the good with the bad at the time. Maybe he'll learn to kind of feel different moments.
Take the good with the bad, but don't take the stupid. You know what I mean? Like the good with the stupid. Like
You think it was
there's
stupid
smart
for him
ways.
to do that?
No, I'm just saying. Like there's going to come times. It's just like the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they went for it on fourth down. They could have kicked this ball. Had they have kicked the ball, their butts would have been in the Super Bowl.
Possibly.
And it was their own. Like, you know, listen, I get it. That's what you
But
lived
going
and died
for
by.
it is one of the main reasons on why they even got that opportunity to be there in the first place.
Right. So now let's not listen. It's on the line, fellas. It's on the line. We can kick this field goal right now and go take our butts to the Super Bowl. Nah, we don't want to be there. Nah, we don't want to be there. Makes too much sense. Nah, we don't want to be there. And have they gone back since, or have they have gone to the Super Bowl, and then after that, you know, how many times have they gone to the Super Bowl after that? They haven't.
Right.
Sure. You know what I mean? It is very hard to get to.
It's very hard.
So another issue I had when you go back to deciding to kick or not to kick, whatever, first decision of the day, you win the coin flip, you chose to receive. Like, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm a big defer guy. You win the kick, you win the coin toss. I want the ball to start the second half. I'm putting my defense out there. It was raining all day in the morning from 5 a.m. till noon. We were at the tailgate. Shout out to everybody that came out to our tailgate and braved through the weather. It was nasty this morning, and it cleared up as kickoff approached, but it wasn't completely clear. And so it was still kind of raining at that point. The field still had sloppy conditions. It got better as the game went along. To me, it's a little thing, but I would have kicked off and let my defense take the field. It ended up not really having that big of an impact. Spencer Rattler ended up getting a forced fumble after, so the Bears ended up going up 3-0 to start the game regardless. But you saw it at the end of halftime. Saints scored to take it to 27. Then they get the ball to start the second half and get another touchdown. Now it's 2014.
Are you questioning Ben?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
I
Always. How do you guys feel about it? I mean, you
begged for him.
You're a captain. You're a captain. I
begged for him and he's here.
I begged for him and he's here.
Yes.
But you guys have walked out to that midfield for a coin toss. Do you guys prefer to have the ball to start the game or have it for the offense at halftime?
Look, I want defense to be up first.
Always.
Always. You know? And plus, the way that the defense has been playing. You know, they've been forcing takeaways, you know, interceptions, forced fumbles, things like that. So you want your defense to go out there. I mean, they're the ones that have been playing lights out. So let's put our defense out there.
You're going to lobby. I mean, you're going to lobby for it. But with an offensive head coach, there's a good chance that he's going to want the offense to go out there. When I played for Lovey,
Defense.
Defense. When I played for Mark Trestman, he wanted offense to go out there.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe in it, but what are we going to do? He tells you go out there, hey, we're going to receive.
We're going to go.
We're going to receive.
I just feel like with the ebb and flow of the game, having the ball to start the second half is such a big part of strategy of how teams finish the first half, how you come out that second half tunnel. To me, it's a chance to have a multiplier back-to-back drives, whether you're up, you can push the game out of reach, or if you're behind and you can try to use that opportunity to get back into a game.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I do. And when I tried to voice my feelings to Mark Trestman, he said, I don't care. I don't care. Don't care.
I think it was very unfortunate over the fact that, like, right before the half, the Bears gave up that long touchdown drive.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was like 90. I think it was 90 yards or something
big
like
plays.
that.
Yeah,
really big
Olave.
plays that just kind of broke open the defense.
Yeah.
And they were able to walk into the end zone and score. And then go into halftime feeling good about themselves at that moment that they scored a touchdown and it took about a minute and a half or maybe two, something like that. Go into halftime, they get the ball back, and then they go right down the football field again. That was very disappointing because I thought that the Bears were going to show and prove and say, you know what, we gave them
Right, that was a
we gave them one. But now it's time to just shut it down. So when they came back and they took that from halftime, they took the ball, went right down and scored a touchdown. I was like, damn. Like, this one hurts because now it's a one-possession game.
Yep.
You know, and you're putting your defense out there because you believe in your defense.
Correct.
You know, the defense obviously took away the ball 4 times, but it was just a really just bad opportunity that they could have taken advantage of. They needed a stop, and they were able to. They weren't able to stop them. They allowed them to score and basically get them back into the football game, and that was just really disappointing. But they came back.
They did.
Pressure.
It could have been a black eye, but it was just a bruise.
Yes, it was just a bruise.
Yeah.
So it was good. So they were like, you know what? Yeah, we got hit a little bit, but we're going to keep on hitting back.
Yep.
And then we got them.
Yeah, you know,
B to A.
B to A.
Yeah, I mean, they grimaced, maybe grunted, but they didn't scream. Right? To keep with the theme of the day.
Was it a loud scream? Like, what did the scream sound like?
He's getting allergic over here.
Can you redo the scream?
when Ben went for it on 4th down, because I have my iPad watching on it, so I'm a little delayed. So I knew what happened because I heard Briggs go, "You can't do that! You can't do that!" It was so loud. He was so mad.
Okay, listen, that is 100% true. That's not screaming though. All right, you hear the tone in his voice too, like how he deepened it up. You can't do that. That was a little bit more like what I sounded like.
But that's scream. Like I think that's what's happening.
Somebody's lying.
See, but I think that's what what's happening here. Is I think we're having a discrepancy on our definition of what screaming was. That is screaming. I'm not saying you're screeching or shrieking. You were screaming.
It's Halloween season, so we know what screaming
so
is.
Was he like hollering?
Yeah, it was like yelling, hollering.
I was loud.
Very loud.
I had raised my voice.
To keep with the Foreman review with Ben Johnson, who's got this team at 4-2. The Bears were 4-2 last year, and now they're back to 4-2 this year after starting 0-2 on the year. First 4-game winning streak since 2018. The one decision that I really loved at the end, if I get into my brickalytics, which are a lot different than analytics.
Okay, I hear you.
My brickalytics. I was explaining this to Lance at the end of the game and the whole crew. Hogue and Carm, they didn't understand it, but I'm super smart, and so I had to explain my brickalytics to everyone. But Ben Johnson had a decision at the end of the game. As it was, they were trying to just completely close the door. It's 4th down at the very end, and they have a decision to kick a field goal and go up 15 or go for it on 4th down up 12. And the reason Ben went for it is because whether you're up 12 or you're up 15, that's still a 2-score game.
Yep.
So the field goal really doesn't matter. Yeah, you'd need a 2-point conversion in there, but you're giving the opportunity for the Saints to get the ball back. And then maybe, we've seen crazy things happen in this league where if they had scored a touchdown 2-point, then they get the onside kick.
Not against this defense.
Not against this defense, but
the way
we've
that they were
seen
playing.
crazy things happen in this league. Instead, Ben Johnson understood the moment and went for it on 4th down because he understood that field goal didn't matter. Got the first down to Colston Loveland. Easy business. Now the Bears can take knees. Ball game over.
I also think that he believed in the defense too. He knew that the defense, if we were to turn the ball over, that the defense was going to get a stop. He believed in them. Yeah. And plus, 4 takeaways. Like, how do you not believe in your defense?
Right.
Like, they are the strength of your team.
That's a fair point. Like, I'm not worried.
So I'm going to play to the strength. And plus, we should be able to get a couple of yards on offense. We're running the ball effectively. Yep. We have them off balance. And we also go for it on 4th down. So they did it. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I mean,
checking all the boxes.
Now,
believe in Ben.
penalties, 10 penalties. That's on Ben's watch.
Ridiculous.
We're getting 10 a game. Honestly, I don't know what the number's up to on the season.
Repeat offenders, too.
Guys that don't get it.
I don't understand that.
10 penalties, got to get.
I don't even know how you clean that up.
Yeah.
You get a.
You just tell them not to do that? Like, how do we clean this up? Because obviously it's an issue. It keeps on showing up every single game. You know, I don't know what Ben is saying to the guys, but something needs to be done. Like 10 penalties is absolutely ridiculous. If you want to be a really good football team, you cannot create penalties on yourself, especially pre-snap. Like I could deal with penalties when you're in the heat of the moment and you're battling. I can understand those penalties, but like false starts should just never happen. It's ridiculous.
It's odd. It's odd. It's not a normal thing, and whether it's the lineman or it's the quarterback, it's not common. It's not a common problem that happens at the highest level going into week 7. So you're right. I don't know how you fix it. And
starting drives off 1st and 15, 1st and 20, like that's ridiculous to me.
I mean, at some point, you as the coach, you're like, let's simplify this as much as we can. We're going on first sound, or we're going on 1 on every play, or we're going on the clap every play, just so that we can start getting a rhythm of being together, being in sync.
Right.
Because in some point here, it's like they're not in sync. And again, we don't know 100%. I've never seen it like this before. Mm-hmm. The quarterback has to have there's something in play that the quarterback is affecting the offensive line.
Yeah, but it's mental though. I think it's a mental thing. We got to get over this mental block. You should not be jumping off sides or false start. You should not be doing that.
Drew Dahlman was in the locker room, spoke to the media afterwards, and he took responsibility for it, saying that he was off on the cadence. But as we know, there's a high likelihood that he's just sticking up for his guy. That there's probably more pieces to this puzzle.
I've said, listen, there's been we've had DBs that were beat on a deep ball for a touchdown, and I said it was my fault because I didn't get to the quarterback fast enough.
Right.
Which is true. I didn't get to the quarterback fast enough, but I wasn't blitzing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what you do, as opposed to like a guy like Tua.
Good teammate.
Throwing his teammates under the bus, after Tua last week threw picks, and then he's saying, well, my teammates aren't showing up to meetings. I think there was a quarterback in college yesterday.
He ran the wrong route.
From Miami.
Yeah. Carson Beck.
Carson Beck did the same. Yeah. My wide receiver ran the wrong route. So, that's what you do. Drew Dahlman showing some leadership there. So, credit to him. Now, we've talked about some of the decisions in the game from a game plan standpoint. And I know we're going to take a timeout here in a minute. But you got to give Ben Johnson a ton of credit for how he's found this run game. The offense, the buck stops with him on offense. And obviously he's got work to do to get Caleb Williams up to his level of how he is as a play caller.
He's getting there.
And, hey, it's one brick by brick, one step at a time.
That's right.
But if we focus on the run game, which was a big story today, over 200 yards. I mean, they had I think they had like 365 total yards of offense. And that was with your passing not being there. So
Young guy 81 and Swift 124.
Yeah. Right. So over 200 yards rushing. And
people were really saying they weren't feeling Swift, which is crazy to me.
But they're loving him now.
They love him now.
They love him now.
They love him now. Swift is really good. He is really talented.
Yes.
And once you get things going, you're seeing what type of running back he can be.
It's been one of the top questions outside of the offensive line is they question Swift. Do you really like Swift? Do you really like Swift? I like Swift. Every time somebody's asked, I said I do like him.
He's the type of guy that can knock you off balance, and I talk about this all the time, but not only just running between the tackles, but passing the ball to him.
Yep.
He is extremely dangerous when he's out there in space and one-on-one on linebackers. That's what you want. Right. Those are the matchups that you want. And we're getting those, and we're winning.
Yep. And, in the run game, it all starts up front.
Yeah.
You're seeing these offensive linemen creating holes for these
guys.
Thing
of beauty.
You're pulling Drew Dahlman and Jonah Jackson.
Thing of beauty.
Yeah, you're tight. It's not just the offensive
moving
line.
men.
Tight ends are getting in on the blocking action. Wide receivers blocking downfield. Almost sprung Monungai at the end.
Colston, we got a top 10 tight end pick. We should see them moving them out of the way.
Hey, Colston Loveland had a really nice block for DeAndre Swift on a run where he
did.
blocked
He had a
two
nice
guys
catch,
at
I want to
once.
see some catches.
We saw one.
We saw a
I
couple.
want to see more than one.
Okay, and I thought that's where you were going with that. I
He's
said
a
I
top-
saw
he's a top-
one.
what was he, a top what was
Top
he picked?
10.
Top
10.
10. We need to see that.
You catches.
Can we feature him? Can we just let him see about
I thought we were going to
8
feature him when
targets?
Cole Kmet hurt his back.
Yeah, that's true.
We had to
And we did
feature
it.
him then. He got one.
Well, Caleb was having trouble throwing the football today, so
Yeah, he
I.
was.
Oh,
They got him, too.
are
They
we
got him
blaming
on.
Caleb for Cole's?
I'm not, no, I'm not. I'm just saying the passing game was having trouble today, so we'll see. We'll
could've been
see what
better.
happens with Cole
He
Kmet's
could've been
injury
better,
because
yeah.
if Cole's out for a period of time, then you're really gonna be leaning on Colston Loveland,
Right.
to be featured like you guys want.
And I'm cool with that. I want to see it.
I want to see it
I
too.
want to see that.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. We're going to take a quick time out. We do have some Super Chats that we are going to get to here in 2 minutes. I know we got some big money Super Chats in there as well, so appreciate everyone's support. Please hit that like button while you're hanging out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as we drive to 100,000 subscribers
Let's go.
here on the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Appreciate everyone here coming in for our second post-game show of the night. And also, hey, a week from now, you can come to Joe's on Weed Street, October 26th, as the Bears take on the Ravens. We are going to be live, doing live pregame, live postgame, live brick by brick after show. The whole crew
It's going to be a great time.
will be there. So we want to see you guys come
Say it
out,
again.
hang out with us.
gonna be a great time.
See if the Bears can get to 5 in a row. Sniffles will be there.
Oh, wow.
He'll be screaming.
Whoa.
Listen, we didn't even get into all this mud wrestling you were
Oh,
doing
my
at the tailgate
goodness.
with Carm, all right?
We can get into the mud wrestling here.
It
in a
got
little
dirty
bit.
now.
Quick 2 minutes to give a shout out to our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll get to your Super Chats. Appreciate everyone. But first, want to give a shout out to our good friends and presenting sponsors at Empire Today. Just like your favorite team needs a home field advantage, your home needs a home floor advantage, and Empire Today can help you get that. That's right. Empire Today is flooring experts, dedicated flooring professionals who focus on flooring every single day of the week. We've all been to those big box stores. They might have a flooring department, but the person helping you with flooring may have been doing plumbing yesterday, and we all know the plumbers don't know anything. It's only the bricklayers that know things, and our friends at Empire Today. So with Empire Today, you get clear, upfront, and all-inclusive pricing. You two just calm down over there, Sniffles. Schedule a free in-home estimate today because some things are just better at home. CHGO listeners can receive a $350 discount when using the promo code CHGO. Yes, you heard that right. A $350 discount with code CHGO. Restrictions apply. Visit empiretoday.com/CHGO for full details. And then, of course, our good friends over at Shady Rays. They are changing the game, ladies and gentlemen, and they have been with us since we started this fine company here at CHGO Sports. These sunglasses are made for real life, seriously good looking, polarized, durable, and not stupidly expensive. We all know that moment when you go to a game, go to a tailgate, you're going to lose your glasses, right? Or you might even break them. Well, here's the best part about Shady Rays. If you lose or break your sunglasses, even on day one, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip. Just replacements. So now I actually wear my sunglasses without fear. Shady Rays is the eyewear that has your back. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com and use the code CHGO for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. All right, we are back here on the Brick by Brick After Show. Sarah, let's get into some Super Chats here. And while we do that, I did
Super
send
Chats.
you our blueprint here in production. Appreciate you as always. We've got a burner account in here as it appears, and his name is definitely not a fake Braggs account with a $100 Super Chat. Appreciate you. Definitely not a fake Braggs account. Definitely not. Vikes lose. Pack struggling. Lions against a red-hot Buccaneers team. Bears jumping to top of division. Not outside the realm of possibility. Also, Gregory P. Allen, Mildred, Patricia Braggs. He's added Patricia since the last postgame show. Am stronger than Briggs, faster than Jerry, and more handsome than both. Your thoughts on that ridiculous super chat? You have no thoughts on that.
Zero.
No reaction.
I'm not going to react to that.
They're not phased.
Zilch.
They're not phased by any of that. So there you go. But appreciate your $100 super chat. That was very nice of you. Appreciate your support. Thomas Plant here with 5. What do you think that is, guys?
Euros.
Oh, okay. You just heard her say that.
Euros.
You guys are euros. Euros.
Use that brick education you always talk about.
The brickolytics. Thomas Plant. Maybe he's related to Robert Plant. Led Zeppelin. Zoom is spot on. It's all about Swift and the guy. Now he's calling Manungai the guy.
The guy.
Manungai, yeah.
Manungai. I'll tell you what, he was running extremely hard. And that's what I like to see, too. I mean, obviously, the holes were huge, but once he was contacted, he kept on driving and leaning forward and getting that first down. Like, that's what you want to see out of backs.
We're talking about Manungai?
Like that guy. That guy. And that's why he's that guy.
Yeah, I'm a huge Manungai fan. I mean, this is a guy who led the Big Ten in rushing 2 years ago, was second in the Big Ten in rushing last year only to Caleb Johnson from Iowa, who's a very good running back in his own right. So I think he had like back-to-back 1,300-yard years in the Big Ten with the Rutgers. You know, in all due respect to Rutgers, but they don't have some big-time quarterback or some big-time offensive line, and they're going up against Michigan and Iowa and Ohio State, and he's out there as a workhorse.
Sometimes on his own.
Right.
Question is, let's say we continue to give him the ball, feed him the ball, and he has a what we call a successful, running season. We have an opportunity to take a top back in next year's draft. Do we take one?
I'll tell you what, Bears fans have been talking about Jeremiah Love for a year and a half now, it seems like.
He's injury prone.
Hey, I understand where you're coming from.
He's injury prone.
I understand where you're coming from, 1,000%. I'm a Notre Dame football fan. You want to talk about running the football? I'm a Notre Dame football fan and a Chicago Bears fan. Both teams this weekend combined for 500 rushing yards the last 2 days.
You got to be on the field, though. This is the league. You got to be on the field.
True.
So
got to be durable.
We got to be durable as a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been healthy this year, so I understand where you're coming from where it is a concern, but he had – I have to look up the stats last night. He had like 250 yards rushing or something crazy like that.
Fast.
He is fast, man. And their backup running back is impressive in his own right. So I know Bears fans are looking at both those guys. Christian Solid, my good friend in the chat, who's – he said, no, Braggs, we're taking trenches. Well, we thought that this year, right? We thought they were going to take trenches this year. They took Loveland and then Luther Burden.
Here's a question. Did we take the right tight end?
Yes.
I'm hearing a yes and a no.
Well,
he did.
He scored again? He scores a lot. He scores a lot.
A lot, bro.
That's moving the needle for his team.
He is creating a lot of problems for opponents. And
where did he go in the draft, Tyler?
11th.
The pick right after
The
Loveland.
11th right after?
Yeah, right after.
Wow. That 11th pick, boy, he's really standing out. They're really.
See, I always said, so the answer is, when you ask that question, did we take the wrong tight end? I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. Tyler Warren has had a great start. I'm not going to take anything away from what he's doing there. Not. But I stand on, I said the night of the draft that I'd take Colston Loveland over Tyler Warren. And I think that as time goes on, you'll see why I said that. We're not seeing it yet.
We're not. We're not seeing him at all.
Haven't
You waiting.
seen it yet.
We don't see him very much.
We're waiting.
And he's
seen it?
6'7".
That's fine. We haven't seen
We're
it.
waiting.
But I'm not going to come off this hill. Colston Loveland is a very good football player. He's been blocking his ass off to start this year. He's got all the intangibles. He's
Blocking his ass
Oh
off.
my goodness. He's Trubisky in it right now.
No.
Don't Trubisky this right now.
So
Don't you do that.
No,
We didn't bring him in to block.
No. I mean, yes, we did. He's a
We
tight
did?
end. He has to block too. You can't just be a
The
guy.
tight ends are very different in this day and age in the NFL. Yes, they do block, but we want them as big wide
he's
receivers.
a dynamic. He's a dynamic
you want
player.
Him to be, you want him
Dynamic
to be
player.
Sam Laporta. I 1,000% understand. But when you're in Ben Johnson's offense and you want to make the same things look different and different things look the same, the only way to make that mirage to the defense is they have to not know what's coming. And if every time Colston Loveland lines up, you're always talking to me about tendencies. So if every time Colston Loveland's out there in a formation, they're running a pass play, then that's a tendency that they're going to show. He has to prove that he can also be effective in the run game, which he showed today, and that's going to help open things up here for him in the passing game as well.
What I will say is this. I don't know what any of that stuff you just talking about right now, but what I will say, to your argument is we drafted Urlacher number 9. All right? During that first year, he was struggling at Sam.
Yep.
When we finally moved him, when the Bears finally moved him to Mike, is when he started to thrive.
Hall of Fame.
Okay, started to thrive. So, yeah, and he's number 9. So Loveland, he's number 10.
So you're going to give him some time.
I'm going to give him some time. But once that move happens.
How much time?
Not a lot.
Hey, I
Not
mean,
a lot.
it sounds
Not
like.
a lot.
I mean, there's
How much time? Because the Colston wastes no time.
So Cole Kmet has never missed a start in his career as a Bear. He takes a lot of pride in that, but I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, it's too early to know, but he came out with a back injury, and there's a chance he's going to miss his first game here coming up next week, if that happens. And if that does, then we're going to see what Colston Loveland's all about next week. So I'm still going to stand on it. I'm not going to, take anything away from Tyler Warren, but the fact is he is higher on the food chain in terms of who they're looking at, whereas here in Chicago, Colston is what, the 5th, 6th option behind Rome, DJ, Zacchaeus is somebody Luther. And so I'm just saying there's a lot of mouths to feed on this offense. In Indianapolis, they don't have as many, so they're featuring Tyler Warren more so at this point than Colston.
Yeah, but everybody knows it, and he's still catching the rock.
That's fine.
Still catching touchdowns.
Again, I'm not going to take anything. I'm not going to fall in the trap of taking anything away from Tyler Warren. He's a very talented player, but so is Colston Loveland, and he's going to show you both here very soon.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. You got to do it.
That's
You got
a
to
good
do it by
question.
production numbers now. It's got to be numbers thing.
All right.
All right.
I'm ready for it.
All right. That's
Been
all.
ready.
That's all. Just I don't want it because he's a great downfield blocker. Okay.
Over par in the chat says clearly he's being saved for the playoffs.
That's a good one.
We got any more super chats in here? Keep sending in your
That's
super
a good
chats if
one.
you guys have any questions for Jerry or Lance. Feel free to send them in. Don't have any questions for me because I don't know what I'm talking about. Barlissimo, $2 euros.
Oh, it's
£2.
pounds.
Pounds.
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
pounds.
guys.
Don't give me that look. You know what? Get back to your editing over there, Steven.
$2 euros.
Let's put it on a bat and then put it on his ring.
£2 euros dollars.
£2 euros dollars from my guy Barlissimo. He says winning games at greater than 100%. I don't even know how to say this. Sarah, help me out. Read this. Winning games
Winning games at greater than 100% by 2 scores is a good thing. I graduated from KU. I have a journalism degree.
Let's go. Let's go.
Good job. Yeah. It's very good, Barlissimo. Thank you.
Yeah, winning games is always the goal.
Yeah.
We're
And
doing
winning
it.
by 2 scores is a great thing.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. They should have won by 5 scores. But we'll take the 2 scores.
take the 2.
We'll take the 2. Bear with me. $10 super chat.
You got that one right.
This defense is reminiscent of the 2006 Super Bowl Bears. opportunistic
That's
and
some
keeps
big
them
words.
in the game and protects the lead.
Big
the
words.
offense will come. We are still gelling, fellas. Only the second week with this offensive line. The 2006 Bears defense. Does this defense remind you of the 2006 Bears
that's
defense,
some
Lance?
big-
No. No. We came out the gate stopping the run.
Immediately.
right.
All right, that was never in question.
That's right.
Immediately.
Never in question.
That's
But,
right. The Bears.
No breakdown.
Bears
we
beat
weren't
them.
gelling.
The,
Y'all were glued.
Yes, no doubt. Yeah.
the Bears beat the
Yes.
brakes off the Green Bay Packers week 1 of the 2006 season.
26-0.
26-0. And Devin Hester scored his first career touchdown
In Lambeau.
on a punt return, and it was a beautiful moment for a Hall of Fame career right there, and an amazing season. So not quite the 2006 defense, but hey, 15 takeaways.
I like where he was going with that, though.
15 takeaways the last 4 games. That's a
Now
high
that is
clip.
impressive.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive.
Really impressive.
You keep doing that, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah.
Well, you should win a lot of games. We should be blowing teams out, actually, if you have that many takeaways.
No doubt.
These should be blowouts.
And Ben Johnson said that as much after the game at the podium to the press. He was like, "Hey, he literally said exactly what you said. We should be scoring a lot more points.
A
with the
lot
amount
more
of takeaways
points.
they
Yeah.
have." And Deshaun Wright tried to score. I know your big rule or your guys' rule back in the day was take the ball away and score.
Yeah.
No, our goal was to score.
Correct.
Period.
Score.
Yeah.
So you have to take the ball away to do that. But, I mean, we weren't just happy with just taking the ball away.
Correct.
We'd come to the sideline, everybody be clapping,
Yeah.
not
Sure.
screaming.
Not
But we would be challenging each other to be like, look, yeah, it was good to get the interception or force fumble, but we have to score.
Period.
And we were really good at doing that, scoring the football.
Deshaun Wright almost brought it back for a pick 6. He
Yeah.
made some nice moves to get
He
another
did.
30,
He
40
did.
yards out of it.
He
So
did.
shout out to him. So, yeah, we'll see here what happens. We got a couple more Super Chats. Bear with me. We brought another $5 Super Chat.
Good job.
Thank you. When is Luther Burden taking Olamide Zaccheaus' spot? OZ is just not consistent enough to warrant more playing time than Luther Burden. Yeah, I mean, I think it's only a matter of time with Luther and Olamide and Colston over Cole. Those guys were drafted
That's a
for
decision
a
that
reason.
Antoine Randall and Ben Johnson and that offensive crew have to make.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the passing game was struggling at one point, and they found Luther Burden over the middle, for a 30-yard gain or so. So,
Yes. But I don't think the pass game is lacking because I think it's all together, but I don't think the passing game is lacking because strictly the receivers.
no,
know.
not at all. And
Yeah, the talent is definitely there.
Yeah.
and,
sure.
and
And at one point early in the season, Zaccheaus was one of the most consistent guys getting the ball,
he
and
was.
they were throwing. They were like, "Whoa, this guy! That's the reason why he's there."
he gets targeted a lot because Caleb's got a good familiarity with him. He's got, for whatever reason, a lot of trust in him. So I understand why you want Luther to get. He's more explosive. He
He's
has
dynamic.
They see the
For sure.
potential. And
Yeah, he's and it'll come. So it's a good problem
Still
to
a
have.
rookie also.
Yeah, it's a good
Got
problem.
some things to learn.
Yeah, good problem to have. Oreo Hoodlum, $5 super chat. We have to take a pass rusher. We have to take a pass rusher with our first round pick. We have zero pressure when only rushing 4.
No, we need to do it with the guys that we have right now.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? We spent so much money on the defensive line that we have right now. We need to see these guys that we have accelerate and get this pressure up front. Like, we're not seeing enough of it, and it's not consistent enough. And I think that, Allen is scheming up some things, and obviously today we were able to get home, but we want to see this happen every single week. And it all comes up to matchups. Man versus man. You just have to beat your guy.
Yeah.
And we haven't been successful at doing that. Yeah, it's nice to scheme and do things like that, and you will be successful, but when it comes down to it, man versus man, we have to start winning these matchups. And it's that simple.
It's
Yeah,
that
I mean,
simple.
It is, and they had 4 sacks on the day, but one came from obviously Tremaine had one.
Gordon.
Jaquan Brisker had one.
Yeah, DBs had
and
them.
Kyler Gordon had one.
That's right.
The only one off the defensive line was
Montez
Montez Sweat, and that was a strip sack.
We also had several tackle for losses as well, I believe.
Yeah, they did. So, but I agree. And Dio Dangbo has kind of disappeared here over the he had that huge start in week 1.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa, maybe he's going to shut everybody up. And
we don't have his jersey over here, do we?
Yeah, we don't have his jersey up here. We got Coles. We got Coles. Hopefully he's got a speedy recovery here. Nope. So, but I agree. I mean, defensive line's got to step up. Maybe Austin Booker returns here next week. They held him out. Grady Jarrett was also held out of today's game. It seemed like he was ready to come back, but then with the weather conditions,
I'll tell you what, it's really impressive on the back end what they're doing with taking the ball away, especially when there's no pressure up front. It's hard to take the ball away when there's no pressure. So you have to give the secondary and the linebackers a lot of credit because they are working overtime, because up front, it starts up front. If you're not creating that pressure up front, the back end is just wide open. Yeah. But they've been able to shut that down. So we have to figure some things out up front, and they need to create some pressure. I like the schemes that they implemented, but we just need more. We need more of it, and we need them to be consistent as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a couple more Super Chats in here. Jacob P., $4.99 U.S. dollars. The Grizzlies feast in Yellowstone today. Does a playoff berth mean Braggs will hike alone in Grizzly County? Also, can Lance take on a grizzly bear? Can you take on a grizzly? Do you think you can? You don't?
Maybe with a bat?
Stupid question.
Or a gun or something? Yeah. Or a belt?
Fellas.
What if you gave him
grizzly bear?
What if you gave him one of your
put my money on the grizzly bear.
screams?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Do you think you could?
Come on, you guys.
Come on. What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we right? Now we're creating memes. You're like, no, you guys know damn well what a grizzly bear will do to any of us.
I'll tell you this much.
You will hear real screams.
A lot of hollering.
If I see a grizzly.
I'd be like, I told you.
Outdoor voices. A lot of it.
Hey, listen, what I do know is if we start running, Braggs is getting caught.
I'm not getting caught.
I'm not getting caught.
I'll be the one with
Zoom. He's in Indiana.
I'll be the one with Taco Bell. I'd be liable to have I'd be liable to have a cheesy gordita crunch in my pocket. I could just chunk it and then give it a little diversion.
That up and come for you.
I'll say this much: if we're talking about wildlife, I was editing in the garage and I let my cat out, Cheeto. Shout out Cheeto, my guy. Let him out. All of a sudden, he starts scattering. He makes this hiss noise, and I'm like, what happened? I turn around. I run up. He had a bird in his mouth. He caught a bird. And I was like, Cheeto, let it go. And he let it go. The bird flew away.
That's amazing.
It was terrifying. And it was like I forgot he was like going to his roots.
That's
He's
amazing.
like, I'm a hunter.
It's like I'm outside.
Yeah.
I'm hunting.
And then you made him get rid of his catch.
Yeah, well, because we don't need the bird flu in my house. That's why. All right, let's wrap it up with
Brickalytics.
Let's wrap it up with hard. I'm a little disappointed. We didn't really get anybody for the Brickhead comment of the day today. It's okay. I mean, can't always give one away. Maybe I could have got it for not understanding how Euros work or, anything. But who knows? But we can give away our hard hat lunch pail award here today. Lance, I'll start with you. Jerry, you can give a nominee too as well. But Lance, who's your hard hat lunch pail go to?
Know.
Hey, in Maine we trust.
Maine.
Hold up, Maine.
Let's go, Maine.
Come on, Maine.
Let's go, Maine.
Tremaine Edmunds, baby. Come on.
Easy.
He's taking it to another level. I'm really proud of the way that he is he's playing and leading by example.
Making plays is contagious.
Yes, it is.
It is contagious. He makes a lot of plays, whether it's, blitzing, getting to the quarterback, or taking the ball away. Man.
How about you?
Maine.
Come on, Maine.
I would say Byard.
Yeah. Kevin Byard.
Yeah, he is everywhere on the back end. And, he's picking the ball off, too. So, I feel like his leadership back there has been tremendous.
Yeah.
And, now that they're a little, they're trying to get healthy. I feel like now we've kind of taken a back seat to health. So he's been the most consistent back there.
Yep.
So I'd have to give it to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And my hard hat lunch pail goes to everyone that came out to the tailgate once again today, whether
That's
it
a good
was.
one.
Yeah, honestly, it was.
Because the conditions were not favorable.
Conditions were sloppy, and you can come to any of our CHGO tailgates at the corner of Wabash and Cermak if you head to allchgo.com/events. And if you become a diehard, you get discounts on any events we do, whether they're tailgates or, you're at live watch parties at Joe's on Wheat Street next week. So we have reached overtime here on the Brick by Brick After Show, and we appreciate everyone's support to the program. Hard hat lunch pail goes to everybody that came out to the tailgate, the hard workers of the day. Sarah, absolutely killing it here, producing
Sarah.
the show. She's working the tailgate in the morning, handing out the wristbands, helping tear down. We're getting the tents back to the pod. I mean, no, it's hard work.
Awesome.
And it is honestly hard hat lunch pail kind of work. Then we come back here and do all the editing, producing, social. I mean, it's a full.
She makes it easy for
of
us.
a day. I mean, seriously, she deserves a ton of credit for. I mean, honestly, you do. I mean,
Thanks, Braggs.
Yeah, for sure.
That was
I mean,
so sweet.
not many can hang like that. I know that. And shout out to Joey showing up early in the morning.
Shout out Joey. He has to do Blackhawks postgame this evening.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that's what we do here at CHGO Sports. We
grind.
We work hard. We work hard here, and we got a great team. So
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yep. Yeah, and we do it for all you fans and all the fans that showed up to the tailgate. It's always a pleasure meeting you guys. Maybe we'll get these guys out. Maybe we can convince them to jump out to a tailgate one of these days. Not on a rainy day, that's for damn sure.
Definitely not
No.
that. Definitely not that.
Nope.
You
I will
see
say,
these?
though,
Definitely not that.
Once
Get a
it starts
show.
getting cold, we have fire pits at the tailgate. So, rain or shine.
Yep. We got heaters.
Snow
we
or
got
I'm very
sun.
familiar with the tailgate.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Got
Very.
Zoom knows boots.
Just not this
and
year.
Everybody
Rumor
there.
had it Chelios was there today.
Yeah. Ron Weasley in the chat says, Braggs, you look like someone who needs to shower twice a day. Is that funny, Emma? Is that funny?
That is pretty damn funny.
He must have seen you mud wrestling with Karn.
Yeah, we were doing the Oklahoma drill in the mud earlier today. Shout out to my guy Irv. He was driving me back a little bit. I'll give him that. He was. I was a little afraid he was going to throw me in the water. So
Two
I got
showers.
scared. So then I went after Carl.
Take a shower and then go right back.
It's a little easier. All right. Well, that wraps things up here
got
for
layers.
the Brick by Brick After Show. Shout out Jerry. Shout out Lance. You guys are always working hard.
Next week.
B2A.
Next week.
The Chicago Bears are on a 4-game winning streak. We'll be at Joe's on Weed Street next Sunday for the game. Hope you can join us. See if the Bears can push this winning streak to 5 games. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your NFL Sunday. We'll see if the Bears can find a way to first place.
Let's go.
Here.
Devin Harriani.
What's going on? What's up?
Devin Harriani. I know Devin Harriani.
You know Devin? All right. Shout out Devin. He's got
Shout
a big
out Devin.
look at that mustache.
Love you too.
Yes.
Shout out
Mustache. You a question.
All right, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we'll be back tomorrow with 3 shows here on CHGO Sports. You got Hogan Johns live at 9 a.m. with a special announcement coming, so stay tuned for that. 1 p.m. Central for CHGO Bears. Professor Briggs will be giving out his grades. After he looks
It's going to
over
get
the table.
interesting, too.
It's going to get
Great.
interesting.
Might be some A pluses.
Uh-oh.
A plus?
Whoa.
There were definitely, I thought it was straight A pluses in the first half. All right? Possibly.
They had 10 penalties.
Yeah, I said possibly.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
All right? Second half, little different story. But all things considered, I do think the grades are going to be favorable.
Favorable grades potentially
A
tomorrow.
plus?
There's an A plus. There's a potential A plus. Let's don't argue with me. I talk to the professor.
That's what he calls a tease.
right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a tease. So Hogan
talk to
Johns,
this
9
professor.
a.m. live. CHGO Bears live at 1 p.m. with Lance Briggs giving out the grades. And then CHGO Bears After Dark will be at 7 p.m. Central.
After dark.
So we appreciate all of you guys here always. So as we always like to end the shows, keep your head up and always
Bear down.